Online Horse Agility Competition, December 2011. Hertha and Boots, we got first place in the starter class.
Hertha James, number 7291111, and Boots, number B0726.
That was just our little beginning bit where we have to give our registration numbers. Now we're heading off to the first obstacle, which is a Santa sack, a red Santa sack sitting on the ground there, and I have to park the horse beside that, put the Santa sack on, and keep my hand on the Santa sack and ask my horse to walk forward at least 3 meters, and then halt, take the Santa sack off, and set ourselves up for the next obstacle, which is supposed to be an icy pond, which is really an old electric blanket lying on the ground here. And we lost a point because she didn't get her 4th leg actually on the electric blanket. Would have been easier for me to just walk on it straight and back off it straight and then walk around to get in position for the next obstacle, which is the weave. And we've set up 5 Christmas trees to weave through just to keep in tune with the festive season. And the idea is to negotiate these obstacles without losing that loop in the rope. So the horse is basically following the body language and not being pulled from A to B. Next obstacle is to jump over the snowdrift, and we lost 1 mark there because Boots just stretched herself over it at the trot rather than actually jumping over it. And we're already at the next obstacle, where she had to put her front feet into a hula hoop and remain there while I went to stand at another hula hoop and have something festive to eat, like a mince pie. I ended up eating a mandarin, which I had pre-peeled, because I don't actually do mince pies, and a mandarin is a very nice Christmassy thing to eat. It's a bit sneaky turning my back to her, but I thought it was only fair. I mean, who likes to have someone eating right in front of them when they can't share in the food? So she was very good waiting there, keeping her feet in the hula hoop. And then I back up and join up with her again, and we're heading to our next obstacle, which is to walk through the curtain blowing in the wind there, strung between the 2 trees hanging on a rope. She's fine doing that now. We learnt that in the November round, where it was brand new to us. You have to excuse the wind noise. And we're heading off to the next obstacle, which is 2 tall chimneys. One of our chimneys is a tree and the other one is a barrel. And we asked the horse to walk right through that tight spot. And once right through the tight spot, we asked the horse to go backwards through the tight spot again. And she did that very nicely. She got a click and a treat for that. And then we're off to walk across the ice floe, which is a bunch of flattened plastic bottles sitting in a square here. She walks across those quite happily. And the next challenge is to sit her nose for 2 seconds on this balloon, which is a bit tricky when the wind's bobbing it around. She doesn't actually like putting her nose on these. So I just waited. As you can see, she's got her whisker on there and then there. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. She actually had her nose on for over 3 seconds there. So she got a click and a treat for that. And she says, "Oh, shall we do that again?" I says, "Well, no, let's back up." So she's backing up with a finger signal there. And go to our 10th and final obstacle, which was anything that we wanted to do. So we thought, well, we may as well stand on the pedestal. So we want all 4 feet on the pedestal first. That's really good for stretching those muscles. And then I ask her to step the back feet off. And then I ask her to move her hind end around, keeping her front end on the pedestal. And finally, she does a little smile for us. A bit hard to see there in the shadow, but she's lifting her lips into a little smile, so to give her a click and treat for that.